So I'm with the director of Book of Life, and there was a lot of life in that movie.
Well, that was always the plan. I think when people hear Day of the Dead, they think it's a horror movie or it's a depressing movie, but it's quite the opposite. It's a celebration of life.
I think I've been following your work since Kids WB. Were you Mucha Lucha? Oh yeah.
I was a designer on that show, and that's where I got my start in TV animation. And then I did El Tigre with my wife, who's somewhere around here, for Nickelodeon. And then we did Book of Life with Real FX and Fox.
Oh man, just a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's all coming back. But Book of Life, you put so much into that, like so many different characters. Did you want to just have sequels to that? I wanted those two sisters just to have their own film.
Well, that was always the plan. If you watch carefully the first one, all the seeds for future movies are all in there. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings, Star Wars fan, so I love those ideas being set up for other things. And so, you know, Brad Booker, our producer, as he just mentioned, it's not up to us. It's up to the box office gods to decide if we get to do part 2 or part 3. But we're already working on the new movie, so.
Oh, really?
We haven't announced it yet, but we're already working on it.
A non-sequel, another original project.
See, he's a grown-up.
I didn't want us to be misquoted there, but yeah, it's a totally original film. Again, from the heart and mind of this guy, we're really excited about it.
Well, I'm so glad you guys are making more stuff. I mean, you've touched so many people, and you brought Mexican and Spanish culture, I think, to America. Is there any part like you love that you brought here other than lucha? I mean, I think so many people must have dressed up.
Well, I mean, going to conventions now and seeing people dressed up like La Muerte, the skeleton goddess, has been incredible.
Thank you for that, by the way. That is some nice stuff there.
Sure. I'm Graham Annable, one of the co-directors on the Box Trolls.
A puzzle agent.
And Puzzle Agent, yes, thank you, yes.
And Anthony Stacchi.
So guys, when you were making this, did you think, let's just hire British people to make hilarious voices and just be as weird as possible? And let's get that guy from the IT crowd.
It was a little bit of that. I mean, the movie came from the book by Alan Snow, who's an Englishman, an English writer, and it was that book's an incredible combination of Monty Python meets Oliver Twist. So we knew it was going to get pretty zany right from the early days.
Now, I remember it got pretty violent towards the end. How did you get that cleared? Because someone does.
We're really like an independent animated film production company, so we really don't have to get it cleared by anybody. We don't do focus groups. You know, we're not part of any giant corporation that has to worry about reaching every single facet of the audience. So I think Travis Knight, the CEO of the company, has been willing to take stories that go a little bit darker and are a little bit stranger than your average animated film.
Was there any scene that was especially hard to capture, or that you took from the book or you created?
Ballroom dancing scene.
Yeah, the ballroom dancing was far and away the toughest thing we ever did in the film. I mean, it took all 18 months of our shooting schedule to do a little less than 2 minutes of actual footage in the film. It was just a huge undertaking for all departments.
And what about, are these your favorite characters, or are you just carrying them?
Brought these are the heroes. This is the heroine Winnie, and these are actual puppets that we used to make the film.
Oh wow.
Yep. This is Eggs and Winnie. And these were, these guys were shot in the movie.
Oh God, you took off her face.
Yes, her face comes off. These are the rapid.
All right.
The rapid prototype faces that Leica uses to do the facial animation.
And you make that on a 3D printer, right? Like
yes.
Super fat. Oh man, does that save a ton of time?
I wouldn't say it saves a ton of time, but it gives us a lot more emotive personalities and performances out of the puppets.
Now, are you just taking these everywhere you go in everyday life?
It's very rare that there's an animated film where you can bring your cast with you. So if you got it, we flaunt it.
Could I feel one for 1 second? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm so afraid to just touch it. It seems.
Deborah Cook, our costume designer, designed these costumes, and all over them there are little metal pieces of the armature, so you can make her skirt animate when she walks. You can make all the little facets of her skirt stand up in the wind and stuff. They're amazingly beautiful little objects.
Beautifully crafted.
Yeah. I mean, it was beautiful film. I just want to say, and I wish I could talk to you forever, but we got to keep the line moving. But thank you so much for making that. Keep making independent work like you do.
Thank you.
Tara Vera, she's good.
I will. I'll mention that.
Finish her webcomic. She's never going to do that.
No, I don't think so.
She'll never do it. Thanks, you guys.